Good morning, students. Welcome back to my channel. As you all know that this is our second semester and the second semester has already started. In this semester, we are going to learn a new course and the name of the course is Business Communication and the course code is 22009. So this is the introductory video of your course Business Communication. So let's get started. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to your new course, that is Business Communication. In this, we'll be learning the meaning of the word communication, definition of communication, need for communication both socially and professionally, communication cycle, and types of communication. So let's get started. First, let us understand what is business communication and why do you have this subject. Business communication is the process of sharing information between people within and outside a company. Effective business communication is how employees and management interact to reach organizational goals. Its purpose is to improve organizational practices and reduce errors. So we can say that business communication has become the need of the hour. And business communication has become an absolute requirement for all the organizations for various reasons, such as it acts as a basis of organizational growth in terms of human and public relation. You build good public relation and human relation if you have a good communication skill. It also widens the outlook of people, making them understand the business scenario from a broader perspective. It also enhances the overall relationship maintenance capabilities of the organization. It empowers the organization to handle public relation in an effective manner, and that's why you have this subject, business communication. Because after getting degree, you'll be ultimately going to work in an corporate sector, in a business sector, and there you need to communicate well. Your very first baby steps towards your business communication and your corporate world will be your interview. And for passing the interview, for clearing the interview, you need to have a good communication skill. So that's your first step to entering into a corporate world. When you enter the corporate world, when you start working in an organization, you need to interact with different people of on different level, whether it be your colleagues, with your subordinates, your higher authority, your bosses. You need to build a good rapport through your communication. So this is the one thing, this is the one point of learning business communication. And there are many other things, for that you need to attend a good communication command over communication. And reasons are, time and again you'll be asked to prepare a PowerPoint presentation on different projects. You'll be asked to write a report on your project on which you're working on. You'll be asked to write letters, different types of letters and emails. So for all these purposes, whether it be a spoken communication, whether it be a written communication, you need communication on each and every step when you start working in an organization. And that's why you have this subject, business communication. Here your teacher is not just going to teach you what is communication, what is business communication, what are the types of communication, but also they are going to guide you how to write your cover letter to apply for a job, how to write a biodata, a curriculum vitae, or a resume. They'll also guide you to different structures of your notices, memorandums, your different business letters such as order letter, inquiry letter, how to write email. Teacher will teach you, teacher will guide you to the netiquettes of writing an email. Then teacher is also going to teach you about how to groom yourself professionally, how to dress up when you go for an interview, how to dress up on different occasions, at your office level, where you'll be asked to give a speech, where you'll be asked to give a presentation, how to talk, how to walk, how to stand, how to take a correct posture, how to sit properly. So all these things you are going to learn under this subject, business communication. Sorry. So that's business communication. Now let us understand the meaning of the word communication. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communicare or communix, which means to share language, which means to share, to make aware, to understand. Language is the main tool which helps us in building relationship. Effective communication plays an important role in being able to influence those around you and to express your feelings the way one wishes to convey. Proper communication is required not only for our professional growth but for our social growth, and that's the need of communication. As we all know that man is a social animal, he needs to interact with each other in society, and believe me, 90% of our time we spend in communicating with each other, whether it be sharing of information, giving facts, giving figures, then asking for suggestions, giving your opinions, so for all these purposes, giving orders, making requests, for all these needs we need to communicate with each other, and we cannot live alone, we cannot live without communicating with each other. And that's why communication is so needed, and it is so required by each and every human being. So that's communication. Now let us understand definition of communication. Communication includes exchange of thoughts, messages, information or opinions through speech, signals, writing and or non-verbal expressions. It can be defined in the following ways. So communication cannot be done only through spoken language, spoken words or written words. It can be also expressed through your non-verbal expressions. Communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions, or emotions by two or more persons. This definition of communication is given by William H. Newman and Charles F. Sumner Jr. There is another definition of communication. Communication is the process by which information is transmitted between individuals and or organizations so that an understandable response results. So this definition is given by Peter Little. And let us understand both the definition. Very first definition is communication is an exchange. When we communicate, we exchange our thoughts, ideas, opinions and different emotions, and it can be exchanged between two or more persons. Second is communication is the process. Yes, it is a whole process and it requires different elements to complete the process through which through this process information is transmitted, information is sent between individuals or an organization so that an understandable response results. So when you send a message, you get the feedback, you get the response. So this is a whole process. So it is also known as a communication cycle. It's a cyclic process because it goes on and on and on and on. It is a continuous process. It's a two-way process because it is required two or more people to communicate between. So that's why it is known as a two-way communication. One person cannot have a communication alone. It requires two important elements in a communication. One is the sender and the other is the receivers. That's why it is called as two-way communication. Why do we need communication? As I have told you in the very beginning that we need to communicate socially and professionally, and that's why we have this subject, business communication. Socially we are communicating from since birth, but now here your teacher is going to guide you to communicate professionally, formally. One cannot survive or complete tasks properly without communicating with others. In our social lives, knowing how to talk well with people is very helpful. It helps building strong relationships which develop personal growth. The same skills are required in a professional setup as well. Major management functions are planning, organizing, delegating, controlling, and coordinating. All these functions require effective communication. Yes, when you work in an organization, you just not send emails, you just not give PowerPoint presentation. There are some point of time you'll be asked to make different decisions, you'll be asked to solve some problems, you'll be asked to be a representative of your organization. So for all such things you require a good communication skill and effective communication skills. So let's see the social need of communication. As we all know that human beings are social creatures. Effective communication plays a pivotal role for the development of a society as a whole. Messages, ideas, feelings are exchanged effectively with the help of proper communication. Knowledge of the language, ethics and codes which are to be followed from the basic tool to develop better relationship with others. Definitely, we live in a society, we are a social animal. So for interacting well, for building good relationship, we need to have a good communication skill. Now let us understand the professional needs of Communication. An organization is a social system which has people interacting and working at different levels. Proper communication skills from the base to develop soft skill like leadership, interpersonal relations, problem solving, conflict resolution. In today's world, personal and professional success not only depends on one's technical knowledge but also one's ability to understand, organize, and convey the knowledge effectively. Thus, effective communication combined with soft skill is a must in every career. Yes, we have already seen this thing, this important point in first semester. There was a lesson called Be Remarkable, and there human resource development department was very much worried when they used to select people on the basis of the merit, because when they used to select people on the basis of the merit, many important things were missing from the employee. So then they changed the whole scenario of the selection of an employee. Grades are important, but along with the grades you need to develop your soft skill, and communication tops the chart in soft skill. Soft skill required a good communication skill, a good problem solving skill, a good decision making skill, leadership qualities. Then you should be emotionally balanced, you should be intelligent. So all these things comes under your soft skill. So your nowadays your employers are not just looking for your scores and grades, but they are looking much more in you. They are looking for soft skill as well, and in soft skill your communication skill is on the top, and that's why you have the subject business communication. Elements of communication cycle. As I've told you that communication is a cyclic process, it is a continuous process, and in communication cycle there are many elements that supports your effective communication. Let us understand the whole process of communication. The process of communication is a two-way street. It requires a sender, a receiver, and a message that is to send to the receiver. For proper communication, the message sent is required to be understood by the receiver. Thereafter, a feedback is sent back to the sender by the receiver, which informs that the message was effectively communicated. The process of communication can be broken down into several elements, which are stated as below. So here are the different important elements of communication cycle shown in the diagram. First is the sender. Sender is the initiator of the communication. He initiates the communication. He starts the communication. He designs the message. He encodes the message. Without message, we cannot have communication. When the sender feels the need to talk to the other person, he designs the message, and the process of designing the message is known as encoding. After designing the message, after encoding the message, he selects a proper channel to send the message, design message. For example, if I want to write an application for a leave, so here I have designed my message, I have written an application letter of leave, but what mode I am selecting here? I am selecting a written mode of communication. Okay, or I can also select an email to transmit, to send my message. So nowadays, as you all know that everything is happening virtually, so I will definitely select a channel, that is email, to send my leave application. So here I have selected a channel, email. So channel means selecting the proper channel to transmit your message as per the situation and as per the availability of the sender. Then the receiver. Receiver is the one who receives the message. Receiver receives the message, he tries to decode the message. Decoding means the process of understanding and interpreting the message. Once the receiver decodes the message, he interprets the message, he encodes reply. And encoding reply means giving feedback to the sender. If the sender receives the positive response or the desired response, your communication cycle is complete and successful. So that's the whole process of communication cycle, and these are the important elements of your communication cycle. Number 1, sender. He is a person who intends to send a message to someone through any medium. Encoding. It is a process of converting ideas and thoughts into a message which can be easily understood by the person receiving the message. The sender is the encoder of the message. Message. It is the information which the sender intends to communicate to the receiver. Channel. It is the mode by which the message is transmitted to the sender. It is the carrier of the message. The channel can be oral, verbal, or in non-verbal form, depending on the person or organization you communicate with. Next is receiver. He is the person who receives the message by listening, reading, or understanding it. Next is decoding. It is the function of the converting and interpreting the message sent. It involves the understanding of message received. A receiver is the decoder of the message. And the last is feedback. It involves giving response to the message received. Feedback can be positive or negative. Through feedback, it can be understood if the message has been successfully understood or not. Feedback is very important for improving communication skills and also performing the task. So you can say the feedback is the very important and the final link in the communication. And the whole process of communication, the success of communication is solely depend on feedback. So that's your business communication. So in this video, we have understood what is business communication, what is the importance of business communication, what is the meaning of communication, definition of communication, communication cycle, elements of communication, need of communication socially and professionally. I hope you have understood the lesson very well. If you don't understand anything, you can write in the comment section. I'll definitely answer to all your queries. Thank you. Have a nice day.